I'm gonna make another drink.
You gonna make another drink?
I'm gonna make another drink.
Do it. What are you gonna drink?
I'm gonna do champagne.
Just champagne? Or champagne and orange juice?
You know, I'm gonna try it first without the orange juice and see if I'm a bitch or not.
You know I got absinthe in there.
I'm not doing the absinthe.
Why not?
Because the only time I've had it, I threw up, and that was a bad night.
You threw up. Okay. Absinthe story. Go.
All right, absinthe story. Shit, how old was I? 19? Yeah, I was 19.
That's not legally.
Oh, that's not legal. It's past the statute of limitations. Shut the fuck up. Now we went down to like Table Rock or something for 4th of July weekend, and I rode down with my buddy, and his parents were already down at their lake house. And a couple houses down from their lake house was some little party or something going on, and we ended up walking down there and shit, what were we playing? Flip Cup. Played the fuck out of that for like an hour or two. And I was shit-faced, and some dude was there, though, and he had this solid glass bottle. Like, it almost looked like a decanter where it had like a glass cork lid on it as well. But the only thing on the front of it was like a little metal plate, and it was just a skull and crossbones. And
ominous.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was absinthe in it. He said he had just got back from Afghanistan, and he like stopped in Germany on his way back over and picked that up there. So I know I took a big swig of it, and then I threw up a bunch of spaghetti like 2 hours later off of my friend's deck on his lake house.
So they don't have a spaghetti policy there.
No, they don't.
See, the first time I ever tried absinthe, I was living in Vegas, and I moved into I subletted this girl's condo on the Strip. And I mean, it came fully furnished. She pretty much left a bunch of her shit there because she moved to like California or something. And she left a little bottle of absinthe on the fridge. And it was clearly like a keepsake. It was the legit like 7.77 or whatever it's called. Where I mean, she clearly had to have taken it through customs. Like it was not American absinthe where they kind of tone it down.
Right.
This was real shit. And I drank it. I drank her keepsake. And walked around the Vegas Strip, and like I wound up in the and I mean I didn't hallucinate or anything, but I definitely felt something. And I wound up in the M&M store. I think I was talking to one of the gigantic M&Ms. I think it was the green one. She's not as nice as she is in the commercials.
So like for me, the taste was the worst part. It was like Listerine on fucking steroids, dude. It was bad.
It's like that Jaeger kind of taste where it's not worth it.
No.
Especially when you're down the street.
Apparently there's a way you're supposed to drink it, though, where like you have some spoon that's got these holes in it, and you put like sugar cubes on it and pour the absinthe over that or some shit. So I've never done it correctly. You know,
well, imagine doing what I did down the street at the bar, and I grabbed the olive oil spray, thinking it's going to be olive oil.
Oh, yeah, you sprayed absinthe straight in your mouth like it was fucking Warhead sour spray.
I thought it was going to be olive oil. I was doing the whole Dumb and Dumber joke, where you spray and it goes the opposite direction.
But no, you just were dumb and then dumber.
Yeah, it was both. Yeah, I sprayed absinthe directly onto my tongue. That was an envelope pusher. That was like, yep, I'm done. I think that's the night I pulled stop signs out of the ground and we put Pickleman's coasters in windshields.
All right. It's not like they were in windshields. We put it under their wiper blade. And they got
under the wiper blade, yes. Yeah. And I think I took a picture of you in front of the butterfly.
All right, yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah. I did, when I had Andrea on the local podcast a couple days ago, we were obviously talking about the butterfly, and she was talking about how many sorority girls have been
in front of the butterfly. In front of that.
Senate. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I took a picture of my friend in front of it at 2 a.m. After we'd been drinking, but he was a sorority girl in that moment. He felt it. I'm sure that picture is still on my phone somewhere.
That's the night you made me go to P-Bar. And I sang my heart out to Britney Spears, and I was the only one in there that knew the words.
It was impressive.
I was way too fucking old to be there.
Honestly, we need to go back.
To P-Bar?
Some of the best people watching is done at that place because you've got all these like really douchey college guys that look like they're slipping stuff in people's drinks, but then they get it to fucking like My Chemical Romance and shit. And then we feel old because,
nobody knows who the fuck My Chemical Romance is.
Yeah. It's not actually a toxic relationship, guys, if you're listening to it, and not as old as us.
I'm not old. 37.
36. Stockbroker. Greg. With an EOGG.
Yeah, Griog, because that's not douchey.
I'm going to start adding that. I'm just going to replace my name in my Instagram bio with that. With the Greg, the Griog.
Fictional character.
Fictional character.
All right, what are we doing tonight?
Drinking.
We're drinking and then what? Wine dive?
I already told Micah we'd be at Wine Dive, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I texted him earlier. I go, you working at Wine Dive? He said, yep. I said, cool. Chris and I are going to pregame, record a podcast, come down there for a few drinks, record another podcast. For all we know, he'll want in on one.
Oh, dude, we should get Mike up here.
We should.
That'll be a fun
here.
podcast.
Yeah. I think that mic I can set it so it'll record both. 2 people. If not, I've got about 4 other mics in here that will do it, but
I'll share.
I don't know if I want to set it up wasted. That's for sure.
What,
that's how we end up with shitty recordings. What?
At the mic for Micah.
Mike check.
Right, Goose Goes Poison.
That guy who looks like a Cocker Spaniel on drugs. That's what he saved in my phone as. It's so funny. So what you been up to? It's been a while since I've seen you. Our multiple days a week hangs have subsided after your show.
Well, I've noticed I can smell, hence that Captain D's text to you today.
Oh yeah, that was really random. That was a random text.
I was stuck there in traffic, and it was like the worst combination where I was like, you know what? I'm smelling fast food grease.
Which is the worst.
And fish.
Ew.
And so then it dawned on me, because I had a little sign there, and it said like established 1969 or something like that. Or maybe it was 79, I don't remember.
What was the text you sent me? What was it again?
What the fuck kind of people eat Captain D's?
Yeah, that is a really weird fast food choice.
But yeah, and so that's what dawned on me. I was like, who the fuck wants quick to go fish for their daily, especially here in the Midwest?
What makes you trust that?
There's nothing fresh about what you're eating there in the middle of Missouri.
No, I can't even imagine. No. I mean, I'm like I don't even like fast food. I mean, I'll eat it because it's easy. But even that, it's like, come on, man. You know you're getting shit. So now to imagine being like, real, I'm going to go eat this non-deveined shrimp that's 2 days old. They're not getting that shit off a truck fresh every morning. They might say
it wasn't
they
caught
are.
3 hours ago.
And Captain D's of all things, like, what an obscure fast food chain.
Like, is Long John Silver still a thing, or is that shut down?
I don't know.
I mean, I've never eaten either. Well, no, I take that back. I remember having them once as a kid, and it was like, well, this is fucking gross. And
I think I had Long John Silver's once as a kid. Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, fish is gross, but I'll eat fucking sushi. But that's good fucking fish. That's good food.
I mean, Red Lobster is fine, but it's still Red Lobster.
Well, that's cheddar biscuits, dude.
That's the only reason you want to go. I just buy them from my house, but then I never make them. I got a box in my pantry of those Cheddar Bay biscuits.
It's just never the same. It's like buying the White Castle burgers in the
Dude, I don't know. They're pretty close though.
Are they?
They are. Yeah, I used to make them when I lived in St. Louis. I would make them all the time. I'd buy the huge box at like Sam's because that's where I'd get all my groceries.
Fake news.
And they're pretty comparable. They're pretty comparable. But Kelsey keeps saying you can't make that shit without the cheddar cheese. I'm like, I don't want to buy cheddar cheese. I don't want to buy processed cheddar cheese that never expires. That's going to give me more cancer than I probably already have from putting whatever in my body.
Dude, it's rubber cheese. It's fine.
That's my point.
We've had plenty of McDonald's as kids. Like, that shit was shoved down our throats.
So I don't like McDonald's. I like their
breakfast. Now.
Oh.
I liked it as a kid, though.
That's true.
But no, yeah, I'll still fuck up
with
some
their weird-ass hamburgers with tiny little onions. Remember those? They still make those? I see. When I was a kid, I thought it was rice.
What the fuck?
You never had the hamburgers from McDonald's that had the tiny
I had them.
little...
I remember tiny little chopped up onions, but I was never dumb enough to think it was rice.
I thought it was rice. I didn't know it was onions.
That you didn't know that the onions tasted like onions and the rice tasted like rice?
No, because I don't like onions.
Oh my god, you are autistic as fuck right now.
Wow, that was offensive. Way to lose us like at least 2 followers on the Spotify.
Are we down to 9? Sorry, Mom.
Is she a follower?
I don't know. I hope not.
I hope my mom doesn't know about this podcast. She knows about the local one. I went over there for dinner the other night, and she was like, "Well, I'm trying to stay up on your podcast, like listening to it. I've just been so busy." And I'm just thinking like, oh, fuck. Please mean the other one. Please mean the other one. Because we talk about drug use and like just being really shitty people and like things that will make you feel like you failed as a
amount
parent.
of times. Yeah. I didn't raise you
like
that
she
way.
would literally be like, I failed as a parent if he thinks these things. It's like, no, Mom, it's just a brand. Like, this is just, it's my persona. And some of the things I actually do think. Some of them I am actually this awful.
No, I'm just that shitty. Yeah. there's no silver lining. But I don't do meth. It could always be worse.
True. Do not do meth. However, have you done Adderall? It's kind of the same thing.
I mean, what is this, like confession time?
No, let's not get too incriminating here.
Okay, Father.
Yeah. You are hitting that jewel pretty hard, though.
I got 2 days left.
I was going to ask, what percentage are you on now?
These are the 3%. I've been on that for 8 weeks. Monday is going to be 20 weeks, no cigarettes.
Congratulations. Like, seriously, because cigarettes are fucking gross.
Yeah, and I've wanted them bad lately, but whatever. But now Monday I'm going to do I'm going to buy a CBD thing. And hopefully that'll last me like a week, like vaping CBD oil.
But isn't that going to do the whole make you where you don't want to leave the house kind of thing?
CBD is not going to get you high. It's supposed to just like...
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be something to try. I'm going to buy one tomorrow.
And then you can come on here and we can review it. I've been using that oil, that lotion stuff.
Did you smoke it?
No. Yeah, I just fucking put the whole thing in the oven. $80 CBD balm gone.
$80, shit.
I think that's what I spent.
What was the strength on it?
I don't know. It was in Eureka Springs, and it was like the guy's wife made it. And
the natural state.
And all I could think was, well, Chris said the one where he works is not very good compared to the stuff you'd get at a real place.
No, I didn't say it wasn't very good. I just said it was weaker.
And that's what I meant.
Because now we got a triple strength one that's like 180 milligrams.
I don't know what this is. Actually, it has like nothing on the label.
Oh, see, that's kind of sketch. But yeah, I mean,
it works though, and it smells like fucking weed.
Oh, see, whatever I have
I
smells
put it
like
on,
menthol.
and it smells like can of butter.
I've never cooked with can of butter.
It smells like it. I did once, and I made a bunch of cookies. I made can of butter, and I made a batch of cookies. First and last time ever. And I
freak out.
That's an understatement. It was already like a day of drinking. Then we made the wheat cookies, and I didn't know you're just like supposed to like eat one and munch on it. So I ate like 5.
Oh my god! Yeah, no wonder you like eat half of one and wait an hour.
Yeah, no, I ate like 5, and plus I didn't really think it worked. I didn't think there was enough weed in it. So I was just like, whatever, and I was just like, cool, they're good cookies. I'm just gonna eat a couple. Well, like long story short, like then it was more drinking, and this is in St. Louis. My friend was he was driving a car and I was in the back seat, and like he was driving like a maniac. In my defense, like literally like hitting 60 miles an hour on a small road, slamming the brakes to the stop sign, like just driving like an asshole. And I 100% threw up all over his car. I tried to get to the window, but it was one of those stupid ass child windows where like it doesn't go all the way down. So I just
you only get half your head out.
I couldn't get any of my head out. I just threw up all down the thing. It was like in my beard. Like I shaved my beard the next day. Like it was in my beard all over and I just sat there like in the backseat like this, just like looking hella depressed. And he, like being a good friend that he was, he like cleaned me up like at a gas station. He he literally hosed out his backseat in the gas station. Oh my god, that was a repressed memory. I totally forgot about that story. That was a really shitty day.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It was literally like in my beard. Like my beard was like gunked full of the contents of my stomach.
See, like that's why I can never grow mine past like a month. So I'm always like, yeah, like I wish I could have a big beard, and then I start to grow it out, and then it's like I try to eat ice cream or something, and it's everywhere in my fucking mustache and my beard. I'm like, well, this sucks. I don't want to take little bites. I want to be a fat ass and shovel this shit in.
I don't, because it makes my face look really big. Like I feel like it doesn't. I don't really do anything to fix that, but it just the thicker it gets, the more I feel like my face looks really full and fat as fuck. like my cheeks, like just like
sounds like a personal problem.
Amplified. It is a personal problem, and that's why I don't have a long beard. Plus, I think it's just kind of gross. Like, it's like, what are you hiding under there? It's like man buns. Beards are just cheat codes for ugly guys.
I had a second fist under mine, and it punches fucks like you.
So what you're saying is you're ugly under that beard.
Wow.
If you're gonna get offensive about it.
Yeah, whatever. Grizzly Adams had a beard.
I was about to hit the retort, but I'm like, wait, no, you said it right.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
No, that is the stigma. It's like you're always usually required to be like clean shaven in a lot of jobs, and it's because traditionally people have thought if you have a beard, you have something to hide. But it's like you're not hiding
because you look
facial
homeless.
features. Well, I mean, yeah, if you have a scraggly, unkempt, fucking dreaded ass thing. But...
I mean, I definitely think that's changing now, but yeah, I mean, I know
thanks
there's
to the
still...
whole hipster wave with everybody in suspenders and like that craft beer meme that's going around right now. Last thing craft beer sees before it dies.
I listened to that Jordan Belfort audiobook, which was dumb. Like, don't listen to it. It's not recommended.
Well, yeah, he was a douche. Like, yeah, he made a lot of money, but he was kind of a fuck from the
Obviously,
get-go.
he's a shitty person, but I was like, oh, this would be an interesting one to listen to just because of clearly how he thinks about things. But all it really was kind of like, in his whiny, literally weasel-sounding voice, do this. And, like, dude, you're literally just giving us line that you wrote for the movie. No salesperson can use this fucking line and not obviously sound like it came from the movie.
Oh, yeah, I saw fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, like, he's literally, like, in his straight line system, which is an interesting method. It is, I think it's a valuable logic to at least know about. Pretty much basically the idea of moving the prospect along the line of a sale. Like pretty much everything you do is a manipulation, basically. And then he goes into a whole thing about making sure you use your power for good.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
throwing so many stones from your glass house.
Right. Well, he's basically talking about like because he learned his lesson, but he's giving basically tools like, oh, say this instead of this, and it's like that was literally like. DiCaprio literally said that in the movie. How are you going to then use that same exact line? Because if any salesman...
like regardless if you quoted yourself as that in the 80s or something, it's ruined.
I think he did like writing for that movie. So if a salesperson called me up and said that, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I've seen that movie. But...
what's up, Leo?
But one of the chapters was all about presentation, like what a woman should wear and what a man should wear. And a whole part was like... about being clean shaven and no beards. And like some of these audiobooks you listen to where you're just kind of like, I don't know if I can agree with any of this shit. I just want to turn it off because it's stupid, but you still finish it for that sense of accomplishment. Right. But that was one of the parts where it was like, a beard makes you look like this and this and this. And I would just remember telling myself, I wonder if this is written because it's not that.
No, because me without a beard, I look 12 and it looks like I have no jaw. I've got a fat round face without a beard.
So instead now it's just kind of pointy and sharp.
Yeah. It's a total optical illusion.
See, I lucked out where, and I mean, I've had a beard for like 10 years.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got a jaw, but it's not, I don't know,
prominent.
A little stubble makes it look better.
I mean, I lucked out where I kind of, at least I've been told this. I'm not one to like sit here and, I mean, you know me, I'm pretty self-critical. I don't factor appearance in anything.
Right.
I don't. I don't think about my appearance at all, other than what I put on. But I've always heard that I'm able to pull off with and without a beard. Again, it's been like 10 years since I've been completely clean shaven. But you see some of those pictures where it's like the dude without the beard.
You're like,
it's like,
oh, good
whoa,
God.
You're like a gremlin. Like, you are a completely different person.
You need it, never do it without it, yeah.
Yeah, you need to grow that shit back quick.
Well, it's like some people that shave their head, and it's like, whoa, your head shape is fucked up. Never do that again.
Yeah, why do you think I wear hats?
Your head's not fucked up, though.
Thank you. Ooh, reeled in that compliment.
Out there fishing. All right, are we going to wine dive?
Yeah, we're at 20 minutes. I think that'd be a good spot to end this.
This is our segue into getting more drunk.
Yeah, we're gonna go get more drunk. So tune in next week for the aftermath of how many shots we can do at the bar for free.
Oh, dude, are we doing a lemon drops all night scenario?
Lemon drops. We should fight some cops.
We should fight some cops.
Okay, tune in next week to see if we actually fought some cops. If you are listening to this and you would like to leave a rating, a review, hit that follow or subscribe button. That wouldn't suck because it kind of lets you know you enjoy listening to us talk shit. And we're out.